welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. And in today's video we're going to be doing a chit chat, and it's not really like a get ready with me. We're just going to be talking. I asked you guys on Instagram about a week ago some questions or scenarios you would like me to answer from my perspective. So yeah, let's get into it. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you probably should, because I'm more like interactive over there, so you should follow me. Everything will be down below. Alright, so as you can see, I have questions all over here on my phone. So the first question that I see here is, will you incorporate French or Lingala into your videos? And obviously, if you didn't know, I'm Congolese, so that's the languages that we speak, is French and Lingala. For me, I feel like I might. It just depends like what type of video I'm doing. So I want to be able to interact with also my Congolese babes also. So I might, it's a very good possibility that I will incorporate some Congolese videos, like Congolese centered videos, into my channel also. So that was a good question. Second question is, how did you get into makeup? And honestly, if I try to think about it, I probably couldn't even tell you. I feel like I've always been into makeup ever since I was a kid. Like even like doing lip gloss when I was like 5 years old, like I loved it. And I don't know, I think I started wearing like eyeliner, because eyeliner was the first thing like I knew how to do. Like I would be out here barefaced if I had black eyeliner on. So I feel like I would say when I really like got into it was maybe 8th grade. So I don't know how old I am in 8th grade, maybe like 13. I think you are in 8th grade. So I would say like when I really started like doing like foundation and liner and stuff like that, maybe 8th grade. And I also went to cosmetology school in 9th grade, so I feel like between those 2 grades, whatever, how old you are, 13, 14, 15, however old, I would say that's when I really like got into it. Next question is, how tall are you? I'm 5'6". Some people consider that short, some people consider that average, some people consider it tall. Do it for what you will. I consider myself average height. I feel like that's average, you know, because I feel like I'm not too tall and I'm not too short. I'm like in the middle. So yeah, I'm 5'6". Next question, it says, I know you're Congolese, so how are you dealing with the culture, languages, and family? And for me, to be honest, being Congolese is very fun. Like I loved it. I wouldn't want to be anything else besides Congolese. But dealing with the culture, I love our culture, especially food, busting, language, I love it. Especially because, you know, there's just some things like, you know, if you say it in English, it just don't give it that, like, you know, I don't know. But if you say Lingala, like, it's crazy. Like everybody's gonna be laughing. So like if you say Lingala, like you're really gonna feel that. So I love that about our language. And it's just a beautiful language. Like I feel like there's no other language like Lingala in this world. Like Lingala is just a language that is just so like, je ne sais quoi, I don't know. And family, I love my family. Congolese people, well, at least my family, we're very family oriented. Like family is everything here, and so I love it. I love when we have like weddings, like, you know, everybody be showing out, like everything like that. So I love it. And yeah, my next question is, who do you look up to? That's a good question. I never really like been the type to look up to people. I just wanted to, like, you know, find my own way. I don't really like to copy people. I like to be original. I like to be me. I just want to be me. So I would say, if I had to say somebody that inspires me in my daily life, I definitely say like my dad. Like my dad is my everything. Like I love that man, and I feel like everything that he does is for the good of his family. And like, you know, I just like the way that he carries himself, everything about him. I love my dad. So I would say my dad if I had to say anything about a person in my daily life. If it was a person like celebrity, I would have to say, everybody knows Kim. Everybody has to know already, Kim. That's my girl, Kim Kardashian. But yeah, that's what I'd say. Next question, what do you aspire to be? Oh, that's a loaded question, because me, I'm trying to do everything I could possibly do while I have time here on this earth. I want to be, I don't like telling people my plans, but you know, I'm gonna give you a little taste. Definitely YouTube, like, you know, I'm not gonna leave you guys, like, you know, once I get big, I'm not gonna leave you, I promise. Like, down the line, down the road, definitely want to do something beauty, but you know, I have a lot of other tricks up my sleeve, but I ain't gonna put it all out here, like, you know, this private stuff. But I'm the type of person, I don't like to tell my plans, you'll just see it when it happens. I like my goals and everything in my head. I don't like to put it out there until I know, like, okay, it's gonna come out this day, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. I'm a very private person. I don't like to tell people my plans, because you know, you never know what type of like heart that person has, so I don't really like telling people my plans that I have. But definitely, like, will be a self-made entrepreneur. That is just what's gonna happen. An influencer, like, you know, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be famous. So that's just what it is. I'll be famous. I'm gonna have multiple businesses, multiple franchises soon, and God's timing. God's timing is always the right timing, so don't forget that. And so yes. Next question, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is gray. I have a lot, but my primary favorite color is gray. I would say gray, black, and white, and gold. Gray, black, white, gold, those four. My favorite color is beautiful. My favorite color to wear, though, I would say would be like black, nude, like stuff like that. I'm very like minimalist when it comes to colors, I would say. But if I really had to like choose a color, like, because I know people be like, oh, that's shades, whatever, I would definitely say royal blue. That would be my like favorite like color. Your favorite food? I feel like I don't really have one, but I'd say shrimp. I love shrimp, pasta, those two. It used to be chicken, like, let me tell you, when I was younger, chicken was my everything, but I would definitely say like shrimp is my favorite. Next question, how old are you? I'm 20 years old. I'm an Aquarius, so yeah, the best zodiac. I'm an Aquarius. I'm 20 years old. Who are your fashion icons? I feel like definitely Kim Kardashian. I love her style. I would say Ryan Destiny. I really like the way she carries herself, because you know, especially this day and age, being young, it's like, oh, you need to show skin, you need to show this, you need to show that. But no, like, you know, like if you go to her Instagram, like, you know, you see like she's a very classy woman, like, you know, I love that. Who else could I say? Naomi Campbell. I love her looks, especially like back in the day. Like, I have them all saved. I love them. Yeah, I feel like those three, those are like my top three that I like can relate to, like, and stuff like that. Like, I could relate, I would want to wear something that they have on, like, you know. So I would say they have the most similar style to what I like to wear. Next question, it says, when is it a good age to begin to look for your husband or wife? I feel like I couldn't answer that question because I don't have a husband, but I feel like it really depends on the person. Some people can be ready to get married at 20 years old. Some people can be ready to get married at 30, 25, 27. Like, you know, it really just depends on you and how, like, what is that word, and how like focused and like sturdy you are. Like, if you're 20 years old and you're already, like, you know, have that mindset, like, you know, then by all means go, like, you know. But if you could be 30 years old and still have a childish mindset, so even though your age is advanced but your mental is not, then what are you gonna go look for a husband for, you know? So I feel like it really just depends on the person. I couldn't answer it, I'm not married, so it just depends on you, you know. Be spiritually ready, be financially ready, be emotionally ready, physically ready. All that features, like, you know, it all plays a part. So depends on the person. Okay, next question says, what advice would you give to girls who hang out with friends where the love is there but they are a negative impact to your future and your goals? I say cut them off. cut them off real quick. It's very hard if you've been with somebody since, like, you know, maybe you were young and you grew up with them, and then all of a sudden, like, you see them acting different. But I would say cut them off. If they're not going to benefit you in the future, if they're not giving anything into your life, there's no reason for them to be there. They're just going to be leeches, or they're going to be stopping you to get from where you need to go. So I feel like leave them. It's that simple. Like, I know it's going to be hard for sure if that's somebody, you know, you've been with for a long time, but just leave them. It's not that hard of a question. Leave. Cut them off. And as you can see, I'm definitely like a tough love type of person. So you're not benefiting me, bye. Bye. Like, you're not doing nothing, bye. Simple. The next question is, what's your opinion on church, the members having a spiritual father, and if it's necessary to go to have a relationship with God? That was a really loaded question, but I'll try to like answer it in steps. For me, I feel like church, I love church. Like I already said, I'm a PK, so I grew up in church, you know. I love church. So I would say my opinion on church is it's a good place. I know it's hard to find a good church because, you know, especially now in these days, like, you know, a lot of stuff be going on. But once you find a good, stable church with a great pastor, like pastoral team, you'll be okay. And you'll love it there. The members. Like I just said, it depends what type of church you go to, what type of church you find. That all, like, you know, plays a factor into how the members act. But I know that church definitely has like that bad stigma that's like, oh, church people are stuck up, church people are like this, church people are like that. And I feel like that's definitely what's pushing like a lot of people away from church, because they see, like, you know, godly people are not even acting the way that they should be acting. So it's definitely just, you know, you just never know what you're really gonna get. But if you find a good church, pray, find a good church, then you should be fine. Spiritual fathers. I feel like it's completely necessary to have a spiritual father, especially, it really don't matter what age. So not even especially depending on age, but you need somebody to be able to help lead you, help guide you, and, you know, learn. Like, being Christian, you never stop learning. Like, you're always gonna have questions about this, even though you read John 3:16 a million times or Matthew 7:7 a million times. There can always be, like, you know, a question like, like, what does this mean? Or you get it into like another light and you see it that way. So then you're like, oh, okay, like, it means this. You go to your spiritual father and, you know, they can clarify things for you. And lastly, is it necessary to go to have a relationship with God? I'm assuming you mean go to church. So I would say I would say no, but you should. So what I mean by that is, I don't think church is like the end all be all of having a relationship with God. No, of course not. But it's a place that can help strengthen you and build you up, and it's better to be, you know, with other people who are fellowshipping, worshiping, you know, stuff like that also. But I definitely think you can have a relationship with God at home, like, you know, because a relationship with God is not just on Sundays at church. It's an everyday 24/7 365 type of thing. So you can definitely have a relationship with God without always being in the church, for sure. But I think it is better for you to be able to go to church also, if you know what I mean. And how many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings. I have an older brother, an older sister. I'm the baby, so yeah, I have 2 siblings. What's a goal you set for yourself this year? To be honest, I have many goals, but I feel like my top is just to be a better me, like to just better Janelle, better everything about me, like, you know, my YouTube, better my health, better everything. I just want to be a better me and really like get to know me, because I'm 20 years old now, you know, so I'm not a kid no more. I just need to know Janelle better, like, you know, So that's really a goal I'm trying to set for myself. Of course, have a strong relationship with God that never fails. I always want to do better. So I would say, yeah, just doing better in every aspect in my life. Even if it's just a little bit by, like, you know, little by little, I still just want to do better than what I was last year. What is it like? What's
I promise, like, and even it's
what's it like dating being a pastor's youngest daughter? I would say I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I'm just 20, so you know, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Next question was, have you gotten baptized and how did you feel if you have? I feel like this turned into like a spiritual video, but yeah, I did get baptized. I got baptized in May 2017. Yeah, May 2017, if not 2017, 2018. But yes, I did get baptized, and I feel like it's a very life-changing moment. I cried because, you know, it's very like, it's a big step in being a Christian, so it was very like a moving moment. So yes, I am baptized. Question, what's your favorite shade of lipstick and lip liner? I definitely love this combo I have on right now. This is, I have MAC, it's not MAC Chestnut is definitely one of my favorite lip liners. KKW, I think it's shade like 3, I think, I'm not really sure, but the KKW lip liner, love it. Lipstick, I would have to say KKW is what I have on right now for lipstick. So I have MAC Chestnut and KKW lipstick. MAC Chestnut lip liner, KKW lipstick. Do you speak Lingala or French fluently? I wouldn't say fluently. I would say like out of 100, I'd say like 80%. Because, you know, I was born here in America, so it's kind of like hard for me to know it to like the full extent, of course. But yeah, I say like 80%. I can understand whatever you're saying though, so don't blame me. But 80% I'll be able to communicate with you. Okay, the next question like ties in. It said, what's it like being born in America but being foreign? I would say being born here, of course it has its advantages, of course, but it's also very hard, like especially when I was younger, talking to like people back home. Like, you know, it wasn't really like, the language barrier was a little there, but now it's like, you know, I can have a conversation and be chilling. But it's definitely like annoying also when it's like, of course I'm gonna have like an accent, like an American accent. I'm not gonna talk exactly like you. Congolese people, they're like, oh, I like, nah, chill, because you don't know English. Anyway, I don't like that. I just don't like hostile like attitudes, and I feel like that's very hostile. I don't like that. So it's definitely like a learning curve. Like I feel like now I'm okay, but before, like, it really used to make me upset. Like, you know, you see somebody trying but like you're knocking them down, like, you know. So just instead of laughing and be like, oh, you said that wrong, like just tell them like, oh no, Janelle, it's like this, like this, like this, instead of saying that way, it's supposed to be in this way, like, you know, simple. So yeah. How long do you plan on being on YouTube? I would say as long as I possibly can, I'll be on YouTube. I always loved YouTube. Even before this channel, I had like 3 other channels, but I love YouTube. I love being in front of the camera, you know. So it's definitely something I plan on doing long term. It's not just like a, oh, quarantine, let's just do a channel. No, that's actually what took me so long to start this channel, because I've been wanting to start it and then quarantine happened. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to feel like I'm following the wave. So I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it right now, because everybody, every second, every way I wake up, go on Instagram, somebody started a channel, somebody did this, somebody did that. And like, you know, I'm happy for you for sure. Like, start, get your bag, you know, do what you gotta do. But I'm the type of person, I feel like if everybody's doing it, then I'm like, like I said, respectfully, I ain't trying to do it right now because everybody's doing it and it's like oversaturated. But I feel like, yeah, I definitely will plan to be on YouTube for as long as I can. Like, you know, I really love YouTube, so that's what I'm trying to do. The last question is, do you want any kids? If so, how many? And yes, of course, I want many kids. As many kids as God can give me, I would love it. I want to have twins, actually, but if I give you a set number, I would say 6. I want 6 kids. And yeah, I just want my little boy first. That's all I really want, like, that's it. But yeah, 6 kids. Well, it would be like an even number, like, you know, I would even be able to, like, I would settle for 4, but my target is really like 6. Like, I want 6 kids. Like, I want to have a huge family, so I want to have 6 kids. Yeah, guys, I think that's all I have for questions right now for today. But I definitely do like these like chit chat videos, so you guys can get to know, like, you know, my thought process and how I think, and, like, you know, my life. So we'll definitely keep doing these chit chats. You guys can just let me know in the comments, like, what other type of chit chats we can do. Like chit chats where, like, it's just one topic and we're talking about that topic the whole time, or we can do, like, you know, questions like this, like question answer like this. So just let me know, like, what y'all want to hear from me, and I'll definitely not fail to give it to you. So like I said earlier, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do realjanelle.b on Instagram, because that's where I really ask you guys, like, these questions. So that's where you'll be able to interact with me a little bit more. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and leave any suggestions that you guys might want from me in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.